What is going on, everybody? Today we're analyzing the tape of Aidan Hutchinson against the Minnesota Vikings because the guy had a phenomenal game in what, in my opinion, was a must-win game for the Lions. And I say must-win because there was a chance that both the Eagles and Cowboys lost, and that would have allowed the Detroit Lions to lock in the number 2 seed. Of course, it didn't work that way, but regardless, the Lions did end up getting the number 3 seed. And today we're going to analyze what, in my opinion, was a fantastic game by Aidan Hutchinson. The guy crushed it. Multiple quarterbacks hits, sacks and pressures and run stops. The guy had a phenomenal game. And today we're going to analyze the tape. Here he is going up against the right tackle of the Minnesota Vikings. He's going to straight up just double hand swipe this guy. You see both hands swipe past the tackle. He's going to hit the corner and he's going to pressure the quarterback. The quarterback steps up. And that's a really nice shot, forcing the incompletion. But again, a lot of snaps just like this on tape. Let's get right into this film breakdown. The Vikings are going to run inside zone, and Aidan Hutchinson is going to blow this play up. One of the things you cannot do with a guy like Hutchinson is not block him. Now, obviously, this is a zone run to the right, which means that the tackle here and the guard all have to basically reach to a gap to the right of them. And Hutchinson here has the responsibility of making sure he plays the backside gap. But guys like Hutchinson don't just play backside gaps. Guys like Aidan Hutchinson blow plays up from the backside. And he does a phenomenal job here, just chasing this from the backside, getting to the running back and making sure the running back isn't able to pick up the yards. Now I also want to give credit here to number 93 here, who's going to jump the gap and really reset the line of scrimmage. That's a great job right there by Josh Pascal. Very nice job being able to force the running back to have to cut it early. And of course, Hutchinson wraps it up from the backside. Let's get into the next snap. Check this play out. You're going to run a defensive line game here with the linebacker and Hutchinson. And this is a phenomenal pass rush here by Hutch. I mean, this is exactly how you win. The way Hutchinson's able to win on this one, it's impressive to me. Now, the pass is completed, but keep in mind, this is a third down play. The offense is obviously going to try to get the ball down deep. They're going to try to push it, and they're just not going to have the time, right? You're going to see Hutchinson initially get chipped by the tight end, but on this one, as he's going to get into a one-on-one here with the guard, watch him pull with the left hand and bring the right arm over the top. I mean, that's a phenomenal move right there. And number 64 thought he could lean into Hutchinson. He thought that he'd be able to catch him and be able to stop and anchor down. And as 64 lunges forward, Hutchinson just goes right around him, swipes him with the left hand, right arm over the top. And that's a winning rep right there. And of course, for a quarterback, you're going to feel that, you're going to see that, and you're going to get the ball out. So that's a great job right there by Hutchinson. Let's go ahead and get to the next snap. All right, you guys, check this play out. If you guys watch the offensive linemen, they're going to all block down. If you remember a play I just showed you guys recently, Hutchinson from the backside blew the play up. Now this one's interesting because it's actually a fake zone run to the right of the screen, and it's actually an end around. And Hutchinson blows it up. This was 2nd and 8, and this one lost 12 yards, which to me is absolutely insane. But there are a couple of keys within this play, and this is the processing power that Hutchinson has. This is how fast this guy can think and recognize that a play may be coming. That's not exactly what you see. So to me, I love the fact that on this play, as the quarterback's going to fake the ball to the running back, Hutchinson actually sees the tight end here, who's actually coming around to the left to pick up Hutchinson. But of course, because Hutchinson's such a fast processor, he's so good when he's able to read and recognize. And he gets around blocks this quickly right here, as you'll see. Just straight up gets right by the tight end. And he blows this one up, man. This one's a really, really nice shot processing. Of course, we're watching this in slow motion, but in real speed, you see how much faster Hutchinson's able to process it. Takes a good angle. 12-yard loss just like that. Let's get into the next snap. You're going to get an 8-yard sack on this one by Hutchinson. Once again, beautiful job beating the tight end on this one. Basically just swims right over the top once again. I mean, the pass rush technique that Hutchinson plays with is very impressive in my opinion. So, of course, the offense is going to try to play action. And with the play action, that means the tight end has to quick set Aidan Hutchinson. Look at this. He's going to get right out of his stance. He's going to go directly towards the defensive end. I love how Hutchinson's going to hezzy here. As he hezzies, the tight end doesn't really recognize what's about to happen. The left hand locks in with the shoulder pad. He's going to pull him down a little bit. With the right arm, he's going to come over the top. And just like that, he's in a position to win. He's able to get to the quarterback and bring the quarterback down for an 8-yard sack. Beautiful rep once again. Once again, Aidan Hutchinson is going to get another sack here. This time it's going to be up against the right guard. Just straight up swats and goes right by number 64. The last few plays we've seen, he pulled with the left hand, he swam over the top. This one's just a straight up double hand swipe, and this is perfect. Number 64 is going to throw the right hand out there. He's going to try to use the ghost move on Aidan Hutchinson. And Hutchinson's going to hesitate and load up the double hand punch, and he's going to swat the hands right there of 64. And as soon as he punches, 64 is not going to be able to recover. Hutchinson ends up hitting the corner. 64 barely gets half of Hutchinson, but he's just too strong to be able to only get half a body on him. He goes right past 64. He also throws a little rip move in there. You'll see right here. He's going to get the right hand, and right there he's going to rip. He's going to pull the arm upwards and break the contact. Just like that, he's going to get to the quarterback. This one was a loss of 9 yards. Just a really, really nice job. You got a 4th and 3. Check the play out. Beautiful pass rush move once again by Hutchinson. I mean, this is, in my opinion, this is what impacts game. You don't always have to get sacks. You can pressure a quarterback and force the ball to come out a little bit early. And that's exactly what he does on this one. So this one here is a 4th and 3, and Hutchinson obviously spins back to the inside. He's going to force the quarterback to get the ball out. And as he hits the quarterback does get the ball out. But they only pick up 2 yards on this one. It was a 4th and 3, and ultimately this is a turnover on downs. And again, these are the moments that matter for me, right? I don't care if you're not going to get the actual sack or a tackle for loss, and statistically you may not actually get credit for something. These are the game-impacting plays that Hutchinson's made over the course of the season. One of the things with Hutchinson that people have said he doesn't do is pass rush well. He doesn't have a lot of pass rush moves, and I totally disagree with that. Look at this. He's going to get the right hand out there. The tackle thinks he's going to attack that right hand, and he just spins right back to the inside. The tackle thinks he's going to be able to lean into that. That's a really, really nice pass rush move. Tackle has no idea what to do with Hutchinson on this one, and he's going to get to the quarterback. Beautiful job right there, and of course the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now Hutchinson won't get credit for this sack. It's actually going to end up going to the other defensive end. But to me, this one right here is Aidan Hutchinson basically forcing a sack, right? When Aidan Hutchinson's going to get the pressure here, the quarterback has to roll off his spot. Now, I understand this is a backup quarterback, and technically this is also the backup right tackle, but it's a pretty good right tackle in my opinion. And Hutchinson's going to get right into this guy and straight up just bull rush him back into the quarterback. And you can see how that impacts the quarterback. As the right tackle starts to get bull rushed here, the quarterback feels that, and he's going to try to roll over here to the right. And as he tries to run away, you see number 91 here, run the quarterback down and basically bring him down for a sack. Great job once again. Let's get into the next snap. I want to go ahead and wrap the video up and show you guys these 2 final plays. One of the things you're going to notice is the active hands that Hutchinson plays with. This is why he was my #1 defensive player coming out just a season ago. It's because of these active hands. Now, obviously, Hutchinson didn't go #1 overall. I thought that was a big mistake by the Jacksonville Jaguars. But for the Lions, you get the best defensive player from that class. I used to get plays like this where he really starts to use the hands, where he really tries to pass rush, and he really tries to swat and swipe, and he tries to move guys off of him. He gets the arm over the top. I mean, look at this play here. He has 3 guys on him at this point, right? Or within a certain point in this play. And it's just the hands that really impressed me with Hutchinson. And of course, we've covered the Lions' defensive line a couple times this season, but we are going to continue to cover them, especially as we get into the playoffs, because to me, this defensive line is a big fact as to why the Lions are able to have success. And it's not just Hutchinson. You got a couple other guys that are pretty good defensive linemen. You got some ballers on the defensive side as well. I'm very, very excited for the Detroit Lions as they kind of move forward. They're obviously in the playoffs. They got a big game coming up here. And again, just want to show you this play as well. You'll see the active hands once again by Hutchinson. This time he's lined up as a nose or just over the center in a 2-point stance. It's a good job, pressures the quarterback a little bit. And of course, you get the interception. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're not subscribed. We have a ton more content coming. And I'll see you guys next time with another video.